Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, Uber has signed a 4-year deal with Google Maps. So today we're going to look at the deal, we're going to talk about Google Maps, and we're going to talk about Uber. But first, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit that like, comment, and share button. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, you're now tuned into the Investor Show. As always, this is your greatest host, the Prince of Investing, Prince Dykes, coming to you guys and girls all the way live from the beautiful city and state of Denver, Colorado. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share button. And as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely know you guys and girls don't have a lot of time. So we're going to jump straight into it. So today, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all can see on my screen, I have here, I'm not going by what somebody said or what an outlet said. I'm taking you guys on a fishing trip to show you exactly what was released yesterday. This came out yesterday on Friday. This is the SEC filings, Form 8K that came from Uber. This is what they turned into the SEC on Friday. This is that dry report. You know, it's not filtered at all. This is coming directly from the horse's mouth. So first, I'm going to read exactly what they said about the deal. And let me pull that up because first thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about the deal. That's the first thing. Where we at here? We're going to talk about the deal. And we're going to go back to where I was. All right, here we go. So this is what they said. On July 13, 2020, which was yesterday, Uber Technologies entered into a Google Maps master agreement. Under which Google will provide Uber with the access to Google Map platforms and its delivery services. The pricing terms that are in line with the Uber use of the services. Under the agreement, Uber and Google have adopted a new pricing model that is based on the number of billable trips taken using the services. Okay, they got a different pricing model where they're going by volume instead of getting a piece of every ride. Instead of the number of requests. So instead of getting every time you buy a ride or every time you use Google Maps, they get a piece of it, they're going by volume. Pretty cool. The transaction also included a tier volume based discount. The agreement replaces the previous disclosed agreement with Google in connection with the map services. The term of this agreement is for 4 years from the effective date. Either party may terminate the agreement in the event of a material breach by other party or failure to cure such breach within the reasonable period of time after written notice. Either party may also terminate the agreement if the other party ceases its business's operation or becomes subject to disappearing insolvency proceedings, and such proceedings are not dismissed within 90 days. So essentially, pretty simple and easy. They're saying that they're going into the one word I didn't like in here. I didn't see exclusive. I didn't see an exclusive deal with Uber with Google Maps. The reason why I was looking for something exclusive because that gives you a competitive advantage. When you sign a deal when you do a deal in an industry that kind of awakens everybody else up and everybody else tries to do what you do. Then Lyft will come along and DoorDash will come along and Grubhub will come along and say, oh, I want to get a deal with Apple Maps and I want to get a deal with Waze and all the other map companies or whatever, right? So it's not an exclusive deal. Not meaning that a company like Lyft can't go get this deal as well from Google, because I don't see it being an exclusive deal from the writings that Uber put out in their 8K form. So now that we know the deal, let's take a further look at Google Maps. Now, the reason why I want to take a look at Google Maps, not because of, let me see here, somebody commenting. Wayne, what's going on? We got a lot of comment. Uber, he said Uber is making big moves. What's up, Prince Wayne? What's going on? Yeah, I like this. See, Uber is not trying to participate. Uber is trying to dominate. Y'all hear me? It's the difference between participating and dominating. See, some people just try to participate, make a little money, like take me with podcasting and YouTube, and I put out a little content or whatever. But there are other people out there that's trying to dominate the space. And I love companies that's trying to dominate. So the reason why I brought this up, leading into my question of Google Maps when you look at all the apps out there, Google Maps is the largest one. So I'm going to pull this up. This is the only report I can find online. I know I don't like pulling up reports sometimes, but this is the only report I can find online. This was made back in 2018. The most popular, this was from Statistica, I think that's Statistica, how you say it. The most popular mapping apps in the United States as of April of 2018 by monthly users. The number one most popular mapping app of April 2018 was 154 million was Google Maps, right? So this is why I brought up this deal. I brought up this deal because Google, we already know they are dominating the space. They're dominating the internet. They dominate whatever they do. So the number one map service is Maps, right? The number one map service is Maps. So this is why nobody paid attention to. This is why I paid attention to this one. They just acquired a public routing service company. I didn't really get in too big with that one, but you're doing business with the largest mapping service as a ride share, and Google is letting everybody know they just did a grocery store deal. They're trying to get rid of cars now. They're just trying to get to the point to where we're delivering groceries, we'll give you a ride, we'll bring you your food. Next thing you know, they're going to be taking you to work. They're going to be like, what's the need for a car? Or people who have two cars can go down to one car because they're like, you know what, we're going to take you to work. We're going to take you home. You just pay us a monthly fee instead of buying a car, which is going to be cheaper than the car note. So I don't know. They're trying to take over the world. But it's a big deal because Google Maps is the largest map app out there. That's the largest map out there with Google Maps. That's a big deal. So now the next thing is what I kind of already hinted on. The third thing I want to get into with you guys and girls that are catching this live and the playback is Uber. Uber, by doing this deal, is trying to dominate everyone else. It is trying to dominate Lyft. The rideshare, which is number 2, is trying to dominate Grubhub. It just brought Postmates. It's doing exclusive. Now, that's the only thing I didn't like about it. It didn't do an exclusive deal, but it just did a deal with Google Maps. So a 4-year deal, either one of them can walk away from the deal. They didn't put a price point on it, but I think this is pretty good. I think Uber is here to dominate, not participate. But I wanted to put this out there, following this company, seeing what they're doing, seeing how they just kind of modeling. I tell everybody all the time, Uber looks like Facebook did about 5 or 6 years ago. Pay attention to this. All right? So anyway, guys and girls, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all drop me some comments. Let me know what y'all think of this deal. And until the next video podcast, cartoon, or whatever else crazy you see me do around the globe, my name is Prince Dykes. This is the Investor Show. I'm out.